Hello everyone, welcome back to MBA sir. I am Rahul and today we will learn some powerful tricks on profit, loss and discount, one of the most important topics in CAT Quant. If you master these shortcuts, I am sure you will solve this question in seconds, just like the toppers do. But prior to that, you must go through my previous video on percentage, because profit and loss and discount is an extension of the percentage. So if you have good knowledge on percentage, then profit, loss and discount problem will be cakewalk for you. So without wasting any time, let's start and begin the sessions. So before I going into the tricks, I will discuss some of the basic things about the profit, loss and discount concept. Now in this chapter you need to know some of the technical terms. So what is cost price, what is selling price, what is profit, what is loss, what is marked price and what is discount. Now we will go one by one. Cost price, price at which the article is bought. So we denoted the cost price as C.P. The selling price is the price at which the article is sold. So whenever you are purchasing a product and you are selling this product to somebody else, the acquisition price is your cost price and the selling price is your selling price. We denote the cost price as CP. We denote the selling price as SP. Now, when the selling price is greater than cost price, you are making a profit. But when the selling price is less than of your acquisition price or the cost price, you are making losses. Now, apart from the cost price, selling price, we have a marked price. So what is marked price? The marked price is the price printed or listed on the product, and it is also known as the list price or the retail price. Now whenever the shoppers give you a discount, that discount will be on the marked price. So if you want to calculate the discount, you need to calculate marked price minus selling price. Now let us begin the concept of profit, loss and discount. So prior to go to the concept, we need to mug up some of the formulas which you have learned during your class 8, class 9 board exams. So the profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. And remember one thing, whenever you are making profit, that means your selling price is more than the cost price. The loss is equal to cost price minus selling price. Whenever you are incurring losses, that means your cost price is more than the selling price. Now whenever we calculate the percentages of loss or profit, we need to calculate the difference between selling price and cost price, and with this difference you need to divide the cost price and you have to multiply with 100. So as we did in the percentage concept, it's just like that. So if your profit and loss percentage coming positive, that means you are making profit. If your profit or loss percentage is coming negative, that means you are making losses. So if you want to calculate the profit percentage, you need to calculate the profit, then divide it by cost price and you need to multiply it 100 to get the percentage value. Similarly, if you want to make calculation of the losses, you have to calculate the loss, then that loss should be divided by your cost price into 100, you will get the loss percentage. So this is the concept 1. Now coming back to the few basic questions on this concept so that you can relate to the formulas. I'll not discuss elaborately on the questions and answers. I will discuss some of the basic questions so that who are new into mathematics, who are non-math background, they can easily understood the concept and they can solve the basic levels of problem. Now the first question says that a bike worth rupees 40,000 is sold for 46,000. What is the profit percentage? Now, whenever you are calculating the profit percentage, that means you need to consider the cost price, that is CP. In this case, the cost price is 40,000. And what is the selling price of the bike? The selling price is 46,000. So since the selling price is more than the cost price, definitely the seller are making profit. So what is the profit? The profit amount is equal to 46,000 minus 40,000 is equal to 6,000. Now what is the percentage of profit? As per the formula, we are getting the percentage of profit 6,000 divided by the cost price, which is 40,000, into 100. So if I cancelling out this and this, so we are getting around 15%. Since it is positive value, so the seller of the bike is making 15% profit out of this deal. Hope you understood. Now coming back to the next question. The next question says a mobile phone merchant which is worth rupees 9,900 is sold at rupees 9,000. What is the percentage of profit or loss? Now first we need to consider the cost price of the mobile. So cost price of the mobile is how much? 9,900. And what is the selling price of the mobile? Is 9,000. So since the selling price is less than the cost price, definitely there is a loss. Now how much loss is this? So let's calculate the loss first. Loss is equal to 9,000 minus 9,900 is equal to 900. So what is the loss percentage? So the loss percentage can be calculated as loss by cost price, 900 divided by the cost price into 100. So in this case we will get 9.09%, and since it's a loss, so the merchant of the mobile seller making losses of 9.09%. Hope you understand this concept. Clear? Shall I go to the next concept? Okay, so let's go into the next concept. Now concept number 2 is says that the net profit or loss percentage when two changes are made simultaneously. If you have gone through my percentage video where you can exactly doing the same thing, but in that case there is percentage changes, but here net profit or loss changes in two consecutive cases. Now the net profit or loss percentage can be calculated as plus minus A plus minus B plus minus A into plus minus B divided by 100. Hope you are keeping the notes in your textbook when you are going through this video. Now when we denote A is the percentage profit or loss in the first case, and we denote B as the percentage profit or loss in the second case. When we use the plus sign is for profit percentage. When we use the minus sign is for the loss percentage. So whenever we are making profit, we take it as a plus. Whenever we are making losses, we take it as a minus. Now let us see with an example of this formula. Now here is a question which says that a product worth rupees 3,000 is sold for 10% profit and then for 20% loss. So what is the overall profit or loss percentage in the sale? So here in this case, if I consider A and B, so my A is equal to plus 10 since it's a 10% profit, and B is equal to minus 20 since it's a 20% loss. Now if I want to calculate the net change, so what is the value of net change? Plus 10 minus 20. If you've gone through the previous formula, A into B, so I have plus 10 into minus 20 divided by 100. So what is the net change? So net change is minus 10 and it is 200 divided by 100, so minus 2, so net change is minus 12. So that means since it's a minus sign, we are making losses. So what is the loss? So it indicates that we are making losses of 12%. So the answer of the question will be overall, there will be overall losses of 12%. If this figure come to positive value, then we say that the deal is making profit. So since it's a negative value, so we are denoting this as a loss. So in this deal, the overall losses will be 12% on the sale. Hope you understand the concept. Now coming to the third concept, which is an extension of the concept number 2. So in this concept, we try to find the selling price after multiple changes. In previous example, we are considering 2 changes, but here we are considering multiple changes. So here we are writing this formula of a multiple changes as A, B and C. There are 3 changes. I do not know whichever is profit, whichever is loss, but if we substitute the value with plus, then definitely profit. If we substitute the value with minus, then definitely will be loss. So suppose we are making a profit and loss of A, B and C and so on. We are calculating the selling price, final selling price, using the formula 100 plus minus A divided by 100 into 100 plus minus B divided by 100 into 100 plus minus C divided by 100 into cost price. Now in this example or in this formula, I am trying to establish the relationship of 3 changes. You may have in the problem there are 4-5 changes. So instead of A, B, C, you have to take A, B, C, D or A, B, C, D, E, F. So let's practice some problem on the basic concept. So the problem is that a watch worth rupees 5,000 is sold by A to B at 10% loss. B sold it to C at 30% loss and C sold it to D at 40% profit. What is the price at which D bought the watch? That means if I consider the transaction, A sold to B, B sold to C and C sold to D. So I want to know what is the buying price of D. So here in this case, if I consider A is the minus 10 because A sold to B at 10% loss, B will be at minus 30 as B is selling to C at 30% loss, and the C will be plus 40 as C is selling to D at 40% profit. Since it's a profit, so I will take it as a positive sign. So what is the selling price? The selling price I will get is 100 minus 10 divided by 100 into 100 minus 30 divided by 100 into 140 divided by 100 into the cost price. So what is my cost price? Cost price is equal to 5,000. So if I calculate this, I will get 90 by 100 70 by 100 and 140 by 100 into 5000. So if we calculate it and simplify it, we will get the selling price as 4410. So with this simple formula, I need not to calculate step by step. I just put this formula into ABC form and then I straight away calculating the selling price. Hope you understand how to apply the concept number 3 into problems. Now with this, we will go to the next concept, which is concept number 4, where we try to calculate the steady profit or losses in a 2-3 years or 4 years or maybe 10 years. So in this concept, we are trying to calculate the selling price after a steady profit or loss during some years or some duration. Now the formula which we will use is the selling price is equal to 100 plus minus a divided by 100 to the power n into cost price. So here a is the steady profit or loss percentage. For plus we will use the profit percentage. For minus we will use the loss percentage, and n is the number of years or number of times the percentage changes occurs. Now let us discuss with a problem. Hope you are writing down all these formulas which I am showing in the screen. So we'll go back to the application of this formula. Now the price of a laptop decreases by 20% every year. If the laptop was bought at 45,000, at what price will it be sold after 2 years? Now if I formulate this according to the formula which we have discussed in the concept number 4, here the A is equal to minus 20. So dear friends, minus 20 I am using because the price of the laptop is decreasing year by year. So since it's decreasing, so I am taking as a minus symbol. Now the laptop price, which the cost price is 45,000, and it is need to be calculated the year duration of 2 years. So if I put this into the formula, I will get the selling price as 100 minus 20 divided by 100 to the power n, that means 2, into cost price, which is 45,000. So I am getting 0.8 to the power square into 45,000, which is coming to 28,800. So that means the selling price after 2 years of the same laptop, if it is the price is decreasing 20% every year, after 2 years we will get it at 28,800. So selling price of the laptop will be 28,800. So up until now, I think everything is clear. All the concept is very easy to understand. If you go through the percentage video very carefully, you will able to solve here also, because these formulas are derived from the percentage formula itself. Now coming to the next concept, concept number 5. Here we are trying to calculate the net gain or loss percentage when same profit or losses occur. So if it is a profit of A, then again it is the same profit. But if it is loss of A%, then it is again loss of A%. So here we are trying to get the final value, net loss percentage or net profit percentage, if we get two consistently same profit or two consistently same losses. So let us see an example so that you can clarify the concept number 5. So two laptops were sold at the same selling price. The first one sold is for 50% profit and the second one sold is 50% loss. So due to this sale, what is the profit and loss percentage incurred by the seller? Now look at this, 50% profit and 50% loss, same profit and same losses. So we can apply the formula of concept number 5. So if we apply the formula here, the A is equal to 50 plus minus 50, since it's a 50% profit and 50% loss, but when we are taking a square value, it will be plus only, because square will neglect the negative sign. So when I will calculate the net loss or profit, I will calculate using this formula. Simply I straight away put this formula. A ka value is 50, then 100 into 100. So that means if we want to calculate the loss percentage, I need to calculate it using this formula. So sorry, I have written wrong. So 2500 divided by 100. So we are making 25% losses. How we can know it is losses? Because we are making profit and then we are making losses. So overall the net value will be in losses. So we try to calculate the net loss, 50% profit and 50% losses in the second one. So we are making a net loss of 25%. Now if I want to solve this problem with a normal basic formula or rules of the profit and loss, we assume that selling price of each laptop is 150. Okay. Now if the selling price of both the laptop is 150, the cost price of the first laptop will be 100, because we are making 50% profit. Okay. If the selling price of the second laptop is 150, then what will be the cost price of the second laptop? CP2. So cost price will be, I will calculate using this 150 50 by 100 into CP. That means CP2. So I will get the CP2 as 150 into 100 divided by 50. So it is coming 300. Okay. So what is the total cost price then? Total cost price of the two laptop will be 100 plus 300 is equal to 400. And what is the total selling price? Selling price is 150 into 2. Both the laptop is selling at 150, so 300 is my selling price. So the cost price is 400, selling price is 300. So cost price is more than the selling price. So 100 rupees I am making losses. So what is my loss percentage? Loss percentage will be 100 divided by the cost price, which is 300 into 100. Sorry, we are making loss of cost price is the 400, not 300. Sorry. So we'll take the cost price as 400. So 100 divided by 400, 1 by 4, that means 25% losses. So the same calculation I am getting here by following these steps. But whereas I can simply use the formula in one line, I can get the loss value. So this is one of the important shortcut tips which you can use, and it is very easy to calculate. Now with this step we are coming to the final concept of the profit, loss and discount, where we try to calculate the discount, mark price and selling price using the formula. So selling price is equal to 100 plus minus D divided by 100 into mark price. D is the discount percentage and MP is the mark price at which the retail has marked it. So marked price is the price printed or listed on the product by the seller, and whenever the seller is giving discount, it is always in the marked price. So finally we solve a problem with this formula. So let us take a problem. A product is marked 450 by the seller. If he sells at a price of 330, what is the discount provided in percentage? So what is my mark price? Mark price is 450. What is my selling price? Selling price is 330. So what is my discount? Discount percentage is 450 minus 330 divided by 450 into 100. So it is coming around 26.67%. So the discount provided is 26.67%. It is as simple as that by using this formula. Since it's a discount, I am using the minus sign. If it is the profit value, not discount, appreciation value, we will add it up. Okay. So here we are trying to calculate the discount value. So we are using the minus sign. So with this 6 concept, we are ending the profit, loss and discount chapter. I will urge you to please go through the profit, loss and discount chapter of your book, whichever book you are following, and try to apply these 6 concepts into those problems in the book. And once you get hold of it, I think you can solve the profit, loss and discount problem within a fraction of a second. Thank you once again for joining my video. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you want to share among your cat prep friends, you can share this video, and obviously don't forget to subscribe my MBA sir channel. In the coming days, I am coming up with more quant videos so that you can easily crack CAT 2025. Thank you very much. Thank you once again. Hope to see you in the next video.